Nothing broke, the S&P only lost 1.52% today, but the VIX just jumped 13.45% to 20.66, and that's the tell going into tomorrow. Fear is finally repricing while stocks are still pretending it's a normal Tuesday. I'm Max Sterling. This is your StockStory market ritual, for minutes, the numbers, and what they're hiding. Here's the stakes question: if 3 Fed officials go hawkish on the same day Trump threatens Iran and oil rips higher, who's actually positioned for it? Because a 1.52% dip in the S&P is not what a market bracing for a supply shock and higher for longer rates looks like. Either the index is right and the VIX is noise, or the VIX is right and the tape hasn't caught up yet. That gap is the whole story. Somebody's wrong, and tomorrow we find out who's been too comfortable. The receipts. The S&P closed at 7,316.15, down 1.52%. The Nasdaq took the harder hit, down 1.74% to 24,442. The Dow lagged worst, off 2.19% to 51,594, a 600-point-plus day. Under the hood, the split was violent. Energy led everything, up 1.88% as oil soared on the Iran threats. Consumer staples held green at plus 0.34%. Everything else bled, financials down 1.6%, technology down 2.64%, and industrials cratered 3.19%. Single names told it louder. Meta plunged almost 10% on weak guidance and shrinking free cash flow. SoFi fell 8.9% to $15.25 on heavy volume, Intel dropped 5.12%, even NVIDIA slipped 3.55% to $190.01. Microsoft was the lone bright spot. Azure topped $100 billion for the full year, but a beat couldn't lift the tape. Huron Consulting ripped 40.37%, Parsons collapsed 35%. This wasn't panic. It was rotation with teeth. Now the scoreboard, and I owe you honesty on this one. Yesterday I called the Nasdaq to close red again as the defensive rotation ground on. It closed down 1.74%. That's a hit, clean. That takes the running record to 15-14. I'm one game above .500, and I'm not going to pretend that's a hot streak. It's a coin flip. I'm barely winning, and I'll keep logging every call in front of you, hit or miss. Here's my read. The sector rotation watch we've tracked for 6 straight sessions just hardened into something meaner. This isn't a polite defensive drift of last week, it's tech getting sold with the VIX spiking. Jamie Dimon said he wouldn't buy stocks at these prices, that the market was underpricing risk. Today the market started agreeing with him. What I'm watching isn't Meta, that's yesterday's news priced in. I'm watching whether energy leadership holds. If oil-driven strength is the only green on the board, that's not a rally, that's a hedge. I'd rather hold cash and staples here than chase a bounce the VIX is screaming against. So here's tomorrow's call, logged in front of you. With the Fed hawkish and Iran unresolved, I think the VIX holds above 20 and doesn't melt back under it. Come back and grade me. Same time tomorrow. Subscribe so the ritual finds you.